Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another reading. Today we're going to take a look at what is blocking your person right now. This can be referring to any type of a relationship, to any person you have in mind. It doesn't have to be only a romantic situationship. It can be a relationship of any sort, maybe family member, a friend, or an acquaintance. So if you'd like to know what they're currently going through, what is blocking them, you can choose one of the piles or maybe multiple piles if you're drawn to more than just one pile. We have pile 1, this beautiful Amazonite crystal. Pile 2, amethyst. Pile 3, rose quartz. And we have pile 4, agates. Take a few moments if you need to choose your pile, and then I'll see you there. Hello, pile 1. You have chosen this beautiful Amazonite crystal. So this is your reading. Let's take a look at what is blocking your person right now. We have laziness. What is there to gain by being lazy? So I'm not sure if we had this card in the last reading on this channel when we were talking about your current blocks, or it was on my creation channel, but definitely I'm going to repeat the same thing that I said in that group because it can be applied here as well. So your person is not actually lazy. They might be acting lazy, but they are not a lazy person. They're just somebody who lacks motivation. And why? Because they're in a situation where they don't feel they are being recognized as valuable. They're in a situation where they have been taken for granted. They're somewhere where they actually don't want to be, but are still not deciding to let that situation go. Whether this is work-wise or relationship-wise or whichever area of their life this refers to. Your person is somewhere where they cannot actually express all of their talents and all of their possibilities. So they feel a lack of motivation, so they don't even try. It's kind of a form of quiet quitting. So you don't even try. You're just doing the bare minimum, but you're not quitting. Okay? You're not quitting. You're staying at the same situation. You're not changing anything except your behavior, your input into that situation. So I feel that your person is currently going through a phase where they think that it is meaningless to actually put effort into a relationship, into a workplace, or whatever this is. So they're actually doing the bare minimum. And this is what is blocking them because they're actually selling themselves short. They're not trying to allow themselves to actually experience something better and more fulfilling in their lives. So this is definitely a good thing to remember when you talk about or think about your person in terms that they are lazy. Okay, it's not that they are lazy by nature for most of you. It's just that they are seriously undermotivated because of the circumstances and surroundings they are currently in. And the surrounding is not motivating them to do anything. Actually, it is doing the opposite. It is making them do the bare minimum. If this has anything to do around relationships, then they have probably given up on trying to fix something because they see that their efforts are not being recognized and it's basically in vain. So they are not going to do anything. They're just gonna let time pass and see where it goes. Let's pull all the cards first, and then we're going to talk about this in more depth. What is currently blocking your person? What is blocking your person right now, pile 1? What is blocking your person? We have the Page of Wands. Of course, whenever, sorry guys, this is my Croatian deck. I'm gonna take the English one. Let's just find the Page of Wands. So if anybody likes this deck, you can always get it. You can buy it. You have a link in the description box, so you can see all the details about how to purchase this deck. Come on, Page of Wands, where are you hiding? Basically at the back of the deck, right? Okay, I must have missed it. Sorry guys, I usually don't like interruptions in the reading, but yeah, here it is. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands. For those of you who don't know, I am Croatian. I live in Croatia, in Zagreb, so this is why I have the decks in 2 languages. I always make my decks bilingual, so you have 2 versions, one that is in English and one that is in Croatian. So what else? What is blocking your person, pile 1? What is blocking your person right now? What do we need to know? Okay, we've got the Knight of Cups. No, the King of Cups. These are my cards. I should know it by image alone, but I guess it's just that type of a day. So we have King of Cups. What else? What is blocking your person right now, pile 1? We have insecure. What else? What is blocking your person right now? We have the Moon, blackout. And we have Dictator of Decay, powerless. So this is, in a traditional tarot, this is King of Pentacles. And then, what else? What do we need to know? What is blocking your person right now, pile 1? We have guilt. Very interesting to have this here. And one more. We have Spirit. I absolutely love these cards. They are not the cards you can easily find. I actually found them by chance, and I'm really happy to have found them. And we'll take 2 more. What is blocking your person right now? We have the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. And last but not least, we have the King of Wands. Yeah. So what I'm getting here right off the bat is that your person is somebody who has great potential. They can be an entrepreneur. They can have some amazing ideas, some business plans, something that is basically set up for success. But unfortunately, they're not doing anything about it. They're selling themselves short. They're keeping themselves stuck in this place of laziness and not doing anything because they lack motivation. They lack certain acknowledgement that they haven't been given in the past. And this is why we have the insecure card here. So they lack security, like self-confidence. They have to be secure of themselves in order to progress with this King of Wands energy, with these ideas that they are really overflown with. And I feel like they are somebody who can achieve such great things, but they are not doing it because of the following. We have guilt and the 7 of Pentacles. I feel that they're intentionally keeping themselves small because they feel guilty of something. This may go way back into their childhood where they probably did something, or maybe they were caught up in a situation where they took on the guilt from somebody else onto themselves. So instead of actually allowing themselves to progress and to really level up in their lives, they are keeping themselves small in order not to feel the guilt because they are deciding to level them up. So if they would level up, to make it a bit more clearer for you guys, they would feel guilty for doing that, for investing in themselves and in their own ideas. Because either they had a male figure in their life that was very lustful for power, for authority, for money, and it was very ruthless, the synergy of the male figure, that they're actually trying to avoid becoming that person. And the thing is that they don't see that they are not that person. They're actually the King of Cups, where the King of Pentacles is somebody in this deck who only is focused on the goal, and they will do anything to reach that goal because they want the money, the status, the material possessions, and they're actually losing themselves in the pursuit of that. They're not doing it because they love the work. They're doing it because they just want that material possession, or maybe that acknowledgement that is at the end of the road. And your person is trying to avoid that by staying in the same place, by not doing anything. But again, with the Page of Wands and the King of Wands, I'm definitely seeing this person has such potential. And if only they could allow themselves to step out of this barrier, out of this zone where they feel they have to stay in, they will be a huge success because they are the King of Cups. They know that everything that they do has to be followed with joy, has to be followed with a certain emotion of fulfillment, and that it's not all about money. And because it's not all about money, they can actually enjoy the process of making money. However, like I said, your person is not aware of that. They only see this black hole. If they decide to go this way, if they decide to take this path, they will end up being the same person as this male figure, probably their dad, or maybe grandfather, or maybe a mentor that they used to listen to. Okay, so your person is actually selling themselves short in order not to become the person they were looking at as an idol or as a role model in the past. But unfortunately, they don't see that they are somebody completely different, that they have a different personality, and it's not the money that will make them go corrupt. It is who you are what decides what you do with the money. And until they realize that, they will just stay lazy, they will stay unmotivated, and they will basically waste their time and energy and resources on things that are not actually right for them. And with the Seven of Pentacles, I feel that they have actually tried to do something about this in the past, but the guilt was weighing way too much on them, and they just decided to quit because it was easier for them to stay small and to be lazy and not to pursue their dreams than to carry on and carry the guilt of them moving forward in life. So I feel that for this person needs support. This person needs a new brand perspective on who people are and what decides what kind of a business person or successful person one becomes. And that it's not a matter of having money and then you end up being a bad person. It's all about what you decide to do with the money. It comes down to your character, not the character of the money. If this has to do with relationships, then definitely they had probably a dad or a grandfather who was very authoritative, whose word was law, and nobody can question that. And they were all about preserving the family. They were very, how should I put this? They were very harsh in nature, okay? There were not a lot of emotions involved here. And they are totally the opposite. They're the King of Cups. They're full of emotions. And I feel like at that point, the part of them that is emotional had to shut down in order to survive. And this is where they actually struggle to listen to that part of themselves who is telling them, this is not doing you any good. You want to go here Why are you staying stuck? You want to go here because they have the King of Cups and the King of Wands energy, which means they're somebody who is very capable of achieving things, but as well, they're doing that with extreme emotional balance. They're always listening to themselves and their intuition, and this is why they have such good balance between fire and water. But they're escaping the material part. And this is where I feel that they may have tried something in the past, but it didn't go well, because the material part is something they throw away. They don't accept the material part of the story because they have had a bad role model. And this is why some sort of financial success might be eluding this person, because they're actually not going to accept it, because it will mean that they will become the way this person is. So I just feel this person needs to see themselves in another light and maybe just break away from the perception of who this person is, what was their intentions, and why they acted in that way. So for all of you who find this person very dear to you, I feel that you can help them in terms of maybe talking to them to see what this person's role was, what was their life in terms of what kind of family they stemmed from, what were they doing, who did they have to take care of. So maybe you can get a glimpse of person's, like stepping into that person's shoes, and when you do that, you actually see that the person is not actually that bad, because they have their own problems as well, and this is why they acted in a certain way that might have hurt this person. So this might be a good way to help this person overcome this issue of laziness. My dear pile 1, this was an amazing reading if you ask me, because I always like the topics that go way into the psychology and the nitty-gritty of a person's mindset. And I hope this resonated, and I hope it gave you a bit of clarity on how to deal with this person and how to maybe help them if you feel the need to. Thank you for being here, and I hope that I see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile 2. You have chosen this beautiful amethyst. This is one of the first stones I ever got, so it's very dear to me. And this is your reading. Let's start right away. Let's see what is blocking your person right now. We have influence. Whose opinion matters to you the most? I hope you can see the cards. Yeah. So definitely this person is under a lot of influence, and the question is whether that influence is doing this person any good. For some of you, definitely the social media is a big deal here. So whether this is regarding your child, or maybe your partner or friend, or maybe just anybody from your life, there is a certain influence that is actually not benefiting your person, that is predominant within their everyday life. And they're listening to somebody or watching certain content that is making your person really, how should I put this? They're making them change their values. This is what I'm actually getting. So their values are in jeopardy because this influencer or the content they're following is actually changing their perspective of what it is to live a good life, what it is to have a happy life, what is meaningful in life in general. And they're actually picking up some knowledge or some experiences from other people who have been probably disappointed in life, or just have a tendency to achieve goals in a way that actually costs people money, time, resources, maybe even friendships. And they're doing it in a very sinister way. And this is what actually concerns me here, because this person, I feel, is still very innocent. They're not corrupted. But by watching this content or being under the influence of certain people they are listening to, they might lose their way in life. They might lose their values, or think that those values don't have any long-term benefits for them. So this is where I feel that your person definitely has a problem, and it is a problem they are probably not even aware of, because they're just taking in all that content without discerning whether that content is actual, is genuine, and whether it has good intentions. But let's pull all the cards, and then we're going to go a bit more in depth to see what is blocking your person right now, pile 2. So, what is blocking your person right now? We have the 8 of Cups. Okay, we have 2 coming out, but I need only 1. I did see the 5 of Swords, which talks about a lot of upheavals in terms of fights, conflicts. And this is perfectly in line with the opinions that your person is actually getting from this content or people they're listening to. And they start to be a bit more opinionated, because they are very sure that they are right and that these people they listen to are right and that is the only truth. So they start a lot of conflicts, either with you or with a lot of people around them. Then we have the the King of Wands. I keep doing this today. So this is my deck. I should actually know the cards by image, but for some reason today I just always say the wrong card. It might be a message for somebody as well. Always keep saying the wrong thing. What is blocking your person right now? We have lust. So definitely, in terms of social media, maybe you have a daughter or a friend who has gotten under the influence that they have to be more sexual than it is appropriate for their age in order to get affection or attention or love, or even be attractive to somebody. So I feel this is a big issue here. What else? What is blocking your person right now, pile 2? We have Ace of Sorrow, self-loathing. Yeah, and this is the actual problem with social networks, like social media, because everybody is living their little perfect lives, but basically it's all a lie. And 99.99%, the thing that people post are not realistic, because the majority of people always post good things, happy things, success, acknowledgments, something they have achieved. And in very small amount, there you can see something that is not so uplifting or happy or perfect. But still, even though if you see a post about somebody being sad or not feeling good, or maybe just giving you a reality check, it still doesn't live up to the actual experience of life, of those ups and downs, of what life actually is. And this is what causes a lot of people to actually loathe themselves, to feel like they are not good enough, that they are not perfect enough, that they will never live up to the expectations that they see on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, even TikTok or whatever. Okay, so there are certain like expectations that have been put on your person that are impossible to live up to. But your person doesn't understand that, and they feel less and less about themselves the more they are under the influence of these people or that content. And they will be willing to do basically anything this person tells them to, in order for them to feel a bit better about themselves, without knowing that they are destroying themselves in the process. And with the King of Wands, I'm seeing here, like, this is a leader, but this is like the false prophet. This is somebody who is benefiting from other people's insecurities, not in terms of trying to help them, but in terms of actually bringing a lot of toxicity, because they haven't healed their wounds. And they have found a way to actually prosper in life by stepping on others, by walking over others, and not really choosing the means to achieve a goal. So they're willing to do anything, and unfortunately this person is successful. And in the eyes of your person, They are an idol. And they lack discernment in terms of the way they achieved their success. Because if they knew what it was, they would never probably hear this person out. But because they don't know it, they are drawn in by this person's charisma, because King of Wands is very charismatic. They're very good with charming you with their words and with their flashy energy. Okay? So your person should be very mindful of who they are listening to, because this person is somebody who is representing themselves as somebody who they are not, and is actually damaging a lot of people in the process. We have the Empress, yeah, barren wasteland, and this person is representing themselves to be super successful, that everything is easy, you just have to do this and that. So everything seems like piece of cake. They have achieved massive success by doing basically nothing, but that is certainly not the case. I can tell you, I'm an entrepreneur, and I can tell you a lot of people think that I have it easy. A lot of people think that I live this luxurious life, that everything falls from the sky for me. But trust me, guys, I work my ass off. But people don't see that. They only see my results. They only see my success. They only see the money I'm getting. But nobody sees the hour, the effort, the resources that I put in everything I do. And because of this type of people, other people are influenced into thinking that success comes overnight and that you don't have to do anything to be there, and that results will just come. But in the process, they're actually making them do stuff that basically enriches their bank account and leaving this person in an even worse state than they were before, loathing themselves even more because they can never achieve their level. But they try even harder. The further away they are, they will try even harder, and this person will benefit from it. And unfortunately, within this whole process, your person is going to withdraw from you, from everybody else, and will make you the enemy. Because this person knows what they're talking about. Look at them. They're successful. They're representable. They're so charming, charismatic. But it's just an empty story. It's smoke and mirrors. But your person doesn't know it. And they're gonna be further away from everybody who will try to give them a reality dose, a reality check. But if that is the case, if that has to happen, this person then might have to fall in order to really understand that this is just acting. And you can see it from the picture. This person is flaunting. But basically, this person might just bought this suit and started telling people, I'm wealthy. And he might have given his last dime to buy this suit, but you would never know because he carries himself so well. And this is where a person definitely lacks discernment. They are very easy to trust on appearances, but they should rethink everything. This is what I'm getting. Let's see what else. Okay, yeah, we have talking. Like I said, you see? There is this like a star, like a rock star, and everybody wants a piece of them because they feel that this is like a standard that is not achievable. They make this person a god. They lift them on a pedestal. They put them on a pedestal, and they're trying to be them, but they can never be them. And with actually trying to be more like them, they're losing themselves in the process. So it's not talking, it's taking. Now I've seen it, but it's the same thing. Like, this person is so good with their words. This is what I got talking from this instead of taking. But this person is taking a lot from these people without them even knowing it. Let's see what else. What is blocking your person, pile 2? Yeah, we have Jonah. So basically your person is at the crossroads, and the crossroads is very important here, because whether your person decides to go down this path, this will lead to a very unhealthy lifestyle, primarily in terms of a mindset, which we already see emerging here. But there's still time for this person to change course. But they really have to ask themselves whether this person is the right role model or not. And I'm afraid that this might not happen for the majority of them, because they're so under the influence, under the charm of this person and that content they're looking at, that they have completely lost any touch with reality. And let's take 2 more. What is blocking your person right now, pile 2? We have the Knave of Pentacles. So this is Page of Pentacles in traditional tarot. And we have the 9 of Wands. So what I'm getting here is that your person sees this as a great opportunity. They see this as their way out of a certain situation, out of a lifestyle maybe, out of financial difficulties, out of love troubles, you know, whatever it is refers to. This person sees this influencer as their way out. And the thing is that this person actually does something good. This person gives them something, so they give something to their audience so that they can latch on to see a result in the physical. But the result is just to reel them in, to actually lure them into being a follower here. But then it stops. Then it's all about investing in the person and its content, and his or her content, without actually benefiting any from it. And at some point your person will definitely grow tired of it, because they will have lost a lot of money, a lot of time, and they will actually feel a lot worse than when they have started. And I do feel that at some point your person will change course. But the question is, when? How much further does your person have to walk down the path that is not good for them before they realize that it is the wrong path? And I think that you cannot actually do a lot about this. I feel that this person has to go through this experience in order for them to know how to discern a real leader from the fake one, a real prophet from the fake one. And this lesson, I feel, will be detrimental for your person in their life, okay? There is a higher meaning to all of this, and I feel that you should do nothing about it. Just let this person go through their experience. It will be very valuable for them in the future. My dear pile 2, I hope this helped, and I hope that I didn't leave you in a worry because this person might be going down this path. Trust that everything will work out for the best for this person and for you as well, because I do see them returning to the right path at some point. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting my channel. If you wish to subscribe, please do so, and I hope that I see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello pile 3, welcome to your reading. You chose this beautiful rose quartz crystal, so let's take a look. What is blocking your person right now? We have self-worth. Whose voice do you hear when you say, I'm not good enough? So I feel that this card is self-explanatory. So your person definitely is somebody who lacks self-worth, somebody who feels they're not good enough. And because of it, I feel that they are actually not living their lives the way they should be, the way they feel they should be. And it goes into all aspects of their lives, whether it's relationships, whether it's work-wise, whether it's health, maybe friendships, family, whatever it is. I feel that this has taken a toll on the entirety of their lives. And I feel they have been carrying this issue since they are a child, since they were a child. And with this in mind, I feel like your person definitely needs a lot of reassurances. But with all of my experience as a coach, as a life and business coach, you can never actually prove this person to be worthy unless they feel worthy themselves first. So if you try your best to make this person feel like they're good enough, I feel that a lot of your efforts will be in vain. I don't say stop doing it, okay? Because this person probably needs your encouragement, but it will never be enough. This is what I want you to really understand. You can never give to this person the thing that they are lacking. They first have to feel that inside of them for them to be able to receive that from you. I don't know if this makes sense. It definitely makes sense to those who are familiar with psychology and coaching and all the spiritual techniques that you can actually use for self-growth. But if this doesn't make sense, let's think of it in this way. So if you knew you were good enough, would you have people around you who told you you're not good enough? No, you would walk away. You would not stay in a certain situation where somebody makes you feel that you're not valuable or worthy. You will just go. You'll say, the hell with you, I'm not staying here. But this person, they cannot do that. And I feel that until they realize that their self-worth is a prerequisite of anything they wish to achieve in their lives, they will be kind of stuck. They will progress in life, but not in a way they could if they felt worthy. And like I said, I don't feel you can do a lot about it because this has to come from themselves, from the inside of themselves. Let's pull out all the cards and then we'll go a bit deeper to see what is currently blocking your person. So what is currently blocking your person, pile 3? What do we need to know here? Yeah, we have the Empress. Such a beautiful card. Again, Empress is somebody who knows their worth. This is most important here to know. What else? We have the Justice. 2 major arcana shows us how important this is, but I could have told you right off the bat because this is one of the core beliefs that we as humans carry, and basically like 99% of people have that belief at least in some extent. But your person is definitely somebody who has a major issue with it. What is blocking your person right now, pile 3? We have Silenced. What else? Wow, we have a Jumper. We have the Devil playing with fire. Yeah. And we have Dictator of Rage, Violence. This goes perfectly with what I was just about to say. So this is King of Wands. So what I feel with this, we're going to pull more cards, but I feel like I need to stop here and talk about this. So your person probably, when they were little, they were silenced in a way because they were doing something. Maybe they were a bit playful, like they had a lot of energy. Today somebody would say ADHD, but they were just very energetic, very playful child. But I bet that their parents actually punished them, maybe even beat them for being a playful kid. And everything they did was punished in a way, so they could never do things in a good way. Everything they did was deemed as bad, as wrong, as not good enough. And this is where actually this stems from, because it was a very big deal for your person. They weren't actually, they haven't been treated fairly by their parents. They actually just try to be a normal kid, but their family, whether it's just close family members or maybe a family in general, maybe some friends, acquaintances at that time, they actually deemed your person as somebody who is bad, who is doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and they were always punished for playing with fire, whatever that means. Because playing with fire in this terms, what I see here is your person just being a little kid, not knowing anything, just exploring, trying to see in what ways they can play. And yes, kids can be very like bad behaved, but I don't see this for your person. I feel that your person was actually a good kid, a good child, but the parents deemed their actions unfairly. Not unfairly, but they treated them unfairly and deemed their actions as wrong, as evil, as mean, or whatever. Okay, so I feel that this person had a lot of issues when they were little, and they were always silenced for being themselves. And it's no wonder that this person now feels that they are not good enough. Whatever they do, it's never good enough. It's never good enough. They can never get the justice that they deserve. This is what I'm feeling. They can be the best person in the world, because with the Empress, when I chose this card, I'm a Virgo, and I always take Virgos as an example because they are a perfect example of somebody trying to be perfect at everything. But it's a standard that you cannot achieve. But with Virgos always, they deem themselves unworthy. So nobody is actually calling them out, or at least not in a way that they call themselves out. So they are like, we Virgos are our own worst enemies when it comes to that, because we set our standards so high that they're basically unachievable. But for your person, the standard was set by their parents or somebody in their surroundings. And this is why they can never be good enough, no matter how perfect, how beautiful, how tall, how successful, how rich, how happy. It's never gonna be good enough for these people. And this is where injustice comes in, because this person can never weigh out the scales equally to get a balance in order for them to say, yes, now you're good enough. That can never happen. And it's a shame. It's a damn shame. What else? What is blocking your person right now? What do we need to know? So we have denial. And we have independent and codependent. And we're gonna take two more. The light is coming in, and I bet that the cards can be seen as well as before, but I hope you can see it quite okay, guys. Let's see two more. We have Temperance. And we have the Queen of Cups. Yes. So this is what I'm getting. Your person will probably deny that they actually had a hard time as a child, and they will actually deny the effects of lack of worthiness has on their lives. They'll probably say, oh, it's not such a big a deal. Everybody feels that, so it doesn't matter. So they will try to diminish the effects of this on their lives. because they don't feel worthy. So it's a tricky one, because you don't even feel worthy of somebody saying, yes, this messed you up and you deserve better. So they don't even feel worthy of somebody saying that to them. They will fight them and they will deny it because they don't feel worthy enough. And the thing that they were lacking was actually somebody who had sympathy, who had time, and who had affection to show them in those moments, so that they can be heard instead of silenced. And this is why they are so dependent on other people's opinions, but unfortunately they can never really escape from that. Because whatever they do, there will always be that one person. If there were like 100 people, there will always be one person that will say, you're not good enough, I don't like this. And 99 people will say, you are amazing, look at you, I want to be you. And this person will only hear the one person that had something against them. And they will focus entirely on them and their words, and they will totally forget or not even take into account the 99 people that said to them that they are amazing. And this is why I'm telling you guys, you cannot help this person feel worthy by saying you are worthy. Whenever you say that, it hurts them because it reminds them of the wound of not being worthy enough, and they cannot receive it. The only way they can heal this is actually to heal the trauma that caused them in the first place to feel this way. And work on that day by day by day, by loving themselves, by respecting themselves. Without that, I feel at some point you will also lose motivation to actually try to help this person, because you cannot, and that is the truth. They have to heal that within themselves in order for them to be able to receive it from you. Pile 3. I hope this resonated, and I hope it helped to understand your person a bit better. And I do hope that everything with this person resolves itself to their best interest and yours as well. If you liked this video, you can give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel, and I hope that I see you in the next reading. Bye! Hello, Pile 4. You have chosen the agate crystal, so this is your reading. Let's take a look at what is blocking your person right now. We have trust. Who do you believe has your best interest in mind? So with this right off the bat, we can see that your person has trust issues. And it can have something to do with you, but I'm betting that this is more of a repetitive thing with your person. And I feel that your person lacks the feeling that somebody will be on their side. Somebody will look after them, think about what they need in order for them to be satisfied, fulfilled, and happy. And this is why this person probably stays away or doesn't open up easily emotionally, right? And I feel this person really is having a hard time, because opening themselves up to somebody requires a lot of courage, and it takes from them the security they wish to feel, because every time they wish to open up emotionally to somebody, it's a big risk. They risk their heart being broken, they risk their trust being broken, and they risk themselves in terms of their emotional and mental health. So if there are trust issues here that were not caused by you, Pile 4, do have in mind that with this person, you will have a hard time proving to them that you are trustworthy. It will take a lot of time, a lot of effort, and even with all of that, you might not end up having their trust. So this is what I wanted to just put out there for you to understand, because a lot of us don't realize that the thing we are lacking, we have to find it within ourselves first in order to be able to receive it for somebody else. So let's pull all the cards and then we're going to go more deep into the reading. So what is blocking your person right now, pile 4? What do we need to know here? We have the 7 of Wands. Yes, of course. Protection. What else? We have the High Priestess. What is blocking your person right now? Yeah, unstable. What else? It's hard to trust somebody when you feel that everything will fall apart the moment you open up. We have 9 of Sorrow, access denied. Very interesting. What else? We have Ace of Sorrow, self-loathing. I do have to say this is the card I actually feel the most from, like generally from this deck. This is one of the cards that always gives me the chills whenever I pull it out of the deck. And today it has come out twice or 3 times in the readings that I've done today, not just this one. And I'm definitely seeing a pattern that is maybe currently present collectively. There is a lot of self-loathing, so a lot of things surfacing up, but it is a good thing in a way, because a lot of people will be facing this issue, and a lot of them will have healed it successfully, I hope. So let's see what else. What is blocking your person right now, pile 4? We have, yeah, self-value. And let's see what else. We have confidence. Yeah, this is definitely a pile for a lot of them who have been cheated on or just had their trust broken because somebody broke a friendship or broke a business deal, or basically anything where the trust was broken. Let's see what else. We have the Hierophant. Yeah. And we'll take one more. We have the Knight of Wands. So I'm going to start with the part for those who were cheated on, because I feel this is maybe the majority of people from pile 4. So your person was cheated on, maybe even repeatedly. So a number of times. And they have never really recovered from that. They have never really actually healed the wound that has caused. And this is what makes them so reluctant to trust somebody. And they are really defending themselves. They don't want to open up. They're very easy to attack you, even when you're not guilty of anything, because they don't trust you. They don't trust anybody, I had to say. So it's not you, pile 4. It's not about you, it's about them. And I feel that they actually forgot what it means to be somebody who can have a trustworthy relationship, a relationship full of trust, to have somebody stable by your side. So do apply this to business-wise situation, or maybe any other situation such as friendships, family members, however it resonates, because I feel the common topic is here, and it's just a bit different in terms of which area we're talking about, which area of life we're talking about. So your person definitely feels that there is no stability. They can't rely on anybody. Nobody has their best interest in mind. This is what they feel. And at some point in their life, maybe even repeatedly, they had to really face the fact that they're at a dead end, and that there is no more time and no more things to invest in a relationship, in a situation, in a career, in a profession, so whatever this is, they had to face the fact that something was just closed for them. The opportunity has passed by and they have been left behind. They don't have access to it. So whether it's a happy relationship, they cannot have it. Whether it's a stable financial resource, they can't have it. Whether it's a house or a condo, they can't have it. Whether it's a happy family, they can't have it. Whether it's happy friendships, they can't have it. Whether it's a loving, faithful partner, they can't have it. Whether it's a profession they wish to work, they can't have it. And this is where the trust issue comes in. But the bigger issue here is their self-loathing. They have forgotten their worth. They have forgotten their value. All of the things that make them unique, wonderful. All of the things that make them special. Everything that they have to offer. They have forgotten that because somebody broke their trust and made them feel like crap. Sorry for the word, but that's basically it. They lost all of their self-value and confidence because somebody couldn't see their light. Somebody couldn't see their beauty. And they have lost it. They have lost their spark. They have lost their will for life. They have lost their motivation. And they have lost their feeling of actually being valuable, being worthy, being desirable. They have lost it. And I really feel sorry for this person. If this person did something bad to you, I do have to say pile 4, sorry guys. It is because of their trust issues. I'm not trying to justify with their actions. I'm just trying to give you understanding on why they may have acted that way. Because people act in a lot of bad ways because they feel lack within themselves. And this is what comes very clearly to light when you do coaching, which I do. You know, I work with a lot of people in life and business coaching, and when we go into dynamics between people, the client always realizes why the person they had a conflict with or a dispute with acts in a way they did. And it's never because of them. It's always because of something else that was going on within their lives and had nothing to do with them personally. And this is what I feel your person needs. They need to see that the person who broke their trust, their actions are not a reflection of their worth and should not be a reflection of what they have to offer. And it should not be like a measurement of their worthiness. But unfortunately, I feel that your person cannot actually get to that place because they're still stuck in all the deceits, all the betrayals, and all the pain they have been going through. And this is why I feel that your person lacks, they actually lack understanding. This is what I'm getting with the High Priestess. They lack understanding of the situation. It's so easy to fall into the trap of thinking, if I was good enough, if this person loved me enough, if I were more lovable, if I were more beautiful, if I were more younger, then this person wouldn't have done that. But it doesn't have to do anything. This doesn't have to do with anything, any of that. In order to really understand why this person did what they did. You would have to walk in their shoes, and if you were to do so, which you can through coaching, there is a technique for that, you will see that the betrayal, the deceit, never had anything to do with you as a person or with your person, yeah? But with the person that broke the trust. They were lacking something, and they did it, they tried to find what they were lacking in a crappy way, in an unhealthy, unrespectful way. And if your person understood that, I feel that they would totally change the way they perceive themselves, and they would find the confidence and value once again. But until that happens, I feel your person will definitely still have trust issues. And you can support them, of course, if you want to. You can either try to help them as well, but I feel that all of your efforts will go not unrecognized, but they will just not have a sufficient impact in order for this person to be able to trust again. And I do hope for this person and for you guys, if this person is dear to you, that this person will come to a realization about what this actually is and how to trust again. My dear pal 4, this was your reading. I hope it gave you some clarity on your person's problem and blockage at the moment. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe. And I do hope that I see you in the next reading. Bye, guys.